Good morning. Thank you very much. Yes, we are down here at Wimbledon. I am here with the champion, Andy Murray. Thank you on behalf of the nation for breaking that 77-year drought. You tweeted yesterday afternoon, just after the match, you said, I actually can't believe what's happened. Waking up this morning, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get much sleep last night, but yeah, just relieved, really. Very happy as well, but yesterday was a tough day, like mentally, very stressful, and just glad I managed to win.
Well, today could have been a very different day, couldn't it?
Well, yeah, I went through that last year, and I was
Yeah.
pretty much sobbing into my pillow for about 2-3 days after the final yesterday. So much rather be doing this with the trophy.
Absolutely. And how did it feel? Was there a moment yesterday during the game where you thought, I've got this, or can you just not let your brain go there?
I thought that when I was serving for the match, when I had 3 match points, but
Yeah.
then the way the scoring system works in tennis, and 2 minutes later I was completely panicking. I went from having 3 match points to being break point down, and then yeah, the last game was crazy, but yeah, I just managed to get through it.
The pressure that you're under going in there, I mean, you have the sort of weight of the nation behind you as well. Everybody wants a British person to come in and win Wimbledon. How do you contain that? How do you not let that kind of bubble out on court?
It's difficult. I think I basically don't watch much TV. I never see the news. I don't watch much of the tennis. I don't read any newspapers. I try and stay off my phone and the internet as much as possible,
Yeah.
just so I don't see anything that's going on. But I mean, it's hard to avoid all of it.
Well, look at it now, because it's all really, really good.
I know.
It's amazing.
Exactly,
Every
yeah.
front page of every paper, I mean, quite rightly so.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, I saw some in newspapers today, and the coverage has been massive. So I think when I actually won yesterday, it sunk in quite quickly that I won Wimbledon, but actually
Yeah.
how big it was, I think will take quite a while.
Well, Chris Hoy said yesterday, he said, you know, Andy Murray, he is tennis here now. And I thought to myself, I thought, gosh, you know what, that's so true. I mean, that comes with pressure and responsibility, but also it's great because you've inspired so many. And we had it with the Olympics last year, but you just sort of think there's a generation of children out there now who would watch that. My son included, who sat there glued to it yesterday, who will come up now and they will play tennis. How does that feel?
Yeah, I mean, that's really one of the most positive things that you can do with your career. I mean, I hope more kids start playing tennis, but for that to happen, there needs to be all the right facilities, and it needs to be more accessible for children to be able to play. So I hope that's one good thing that will come from winning Wimbledon.
The conditions yesterday on court, I mean, somebody was saying they were almost like over 40 degrees. How did you do that? I mean, there were people who were being taken out with heat stroke and they weren't even playing.
No, it was horrible. I mean, you could probably see, I saw a few points or highlights after the match, and I was breathing so hard afterwards, and it hadn't been like this at all the last 6 weeks, so it was just like really hit you. The first few games was really tough, and yeah, physically it was a hard match.
You know, someone dislocated their arm by cheering for you so much. They went, yeah, so much that their arm popped out. In the crowd, yeah.
Oh my God, no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
True.
That's a good effort.
So I'm just trying to think what your next challenge would be. You've had the US Open, the Olympics, now Wimbledon. Could it be popping the question?
I haven't planned it, but
well, you couldn't say either, because it would kind of ruin it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we can't help but be nosy.
I only met you like 10 minutes ago, so I wouldn't be telling you first.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah, it's been getting close to 8 years now. We've been together. It's a long time. Long time.
And we've kind of taken her into our hearts as well. I mean, she's been there watching you, supporting you, looking beautiful, and you kind of, you know, you're ours now. We sort of feel like you belong to us.
Yeah, no, she's been with me since the second time I played Wimbledon, just after the first time I played. So it's been good because her dad is a tennis coach, and he still travels on the tour. So she understands the sport well and is used to being away from her dad from a young age. So understands that sort of distant relationship, and yeah, it's worked well.
How's your mum? Because I was looking at her equally, thinking the pressure on her must be extreme to watch your son do that.
I watched the last game with her last night, and after pretty much every single point, they kept going on to her, and I obviously don't see it when I'm on the court, but the emotions that they're going through, like friends and family up in the box, amazing. And then rather than actually celebrating at the end of the match and being happy, she's just bawling her eyes out into someone's arms. So
just so proud.
Pretty emotional.
There's been talk of a knighthood. Could you see yourself as Sir Andy Murray?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have asked me about that today and in the past, you know, if you won Wimbledon, but I think it's more just because it's taken such a long time for someone to do it. I don't know whether winning Wimbledon deserves a knighthood.
Well, I think so. I'm seeing the Prime Minister and I'll give him a nudge.
Yeah, he'd do that.
If not, apparently the new slang word for curry is no longer Ruby Murray, it's actually an Andy Murray.
Oh, nice.
So you've always got that.
That's good to fall back on when my career is done. That's good.
As a career highlight, I imagine. Andy, thank you so much and well done. And it was just, I burst into tears yesterday. It was such a great moment for us. So
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Go and get some rest.
I will do.